All right, good afternoon, everybody. So I am here with one of the coolest people that I have met at the conference so far. I am here with Deidre. Deidre is actually the founder of two different companies, yes, two?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to let her tell you about them, but she has started a nonprofit organization, which is really near and dear to my heart. So I was so excited to meet her. Deidre, tell us about Brainbabe.
Awesome. So brainbabe.org is desexualizing our work conferences and events while also bridging the gap of cyber talent. So what do I mean by that? We provide STEAM, which is STEM with the A, students, to work conferences, to work booths. Before we send them, we give them education on the 35 job categories of cybersecurity. We teach them how to be interesting and interested. And then when they find which sort of venue they like, we push them to partners that know how to help them get the skills that they want to be in our industry. So really targeting folks that aren't thinking cyber and also not leaving out the ones that are.
Yeah, so you said something really, really important to me just a minute ago. You said desexualizing the conferences in our industry. And I'm going to take a leap here and say we're talking about booth babes.
Absolutely. It's enough. It's enough.
So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't ever been to one of these conferences, booth babes are a sad trend in our industry. For the longest time at IT conferences, vendors hire models, often scantily clad models, and the models literally walk in the aisles. You guys saw video in another one of my videos today of the sessions here. You didn't see any of this because it's not happening here, but at some of the conferences that I've attended, especially in the past, it was really, really bad.
Yes.
What are you doing to solve that problem?
Well, these are jobs for all genders, so if we're not using these women to sexualize, then why are they just jobs for women? So that's one thing. And number two is that we're actually training their brain. That's the whole reason why I called the company Brainbabe, is that when I heard RSA was banning sort of booth babe clothing and what have you, I thought, oh, that's great, except what about their brains? Like, we need them, let's train their brains. And then it just came out and I said, let's make them brain babes. And then I wore a shirt with my team to RSA and said, booth babes crossed out and brain babe written in. And
Good.
Fast forward 3 years, and I now have launched the service, and we are staffing conferences. We're headed to the tech ones. Cyber is doing the best on all of this progressiveness. Tech is way behind us. Yeah. Still women in bikinis stuff.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
Terrible.
I know.
So we're really educating while solving this problem. Everybody wants to solve the problem. Nobody was really doing it other than let's make them wear company t-shirts and spandex pants, but they still don't know what booth they're working for, what the company does, why they're there, how can they really help other than to look good.
So I will tell you a story that the reason this hit home for me is I attended a conference once, and there were a lot of things wrong with that particular conference. But one of them was that I had a partner company, we're in the SonicWall booth. I am partnered with SonicWall. I had a partner company that did a promotion at an event, and it was hugs for leads.
Oh, wow.
And they had women in their booth, and the deal was if you signed up for their mailing list, the women in the booth would give you a hug. And it was easily one of the most offensive campaigns that I had ever seen. So I am so pleased to see that there's somebody out there doing something about this.
Yes, spread the word.
Now, so this isn't your first company, though.
No, I founded CyberSN a year prior to brainbabe.org, and CyberSN is a national cybersecurity staffing firm. We're the largest in the country. I come from a history of staffing as well as a history of building software companies, and so I put the two together. And it was through that experience that I realized how rare I am. I didn't realize until literally maybe 4 years ago that my career is so rare, and so I started speaking out, and then Brainbabe was born that day when I said, let's make them booth babes. So the staffing industry in cyber is a mess. We have a digital job searching problem. It's completely broken. I do a ton of talks on that.
You did one today, right?
We did one today here.
Very well received, I heard.
Very well received. We are building and have built a solution to disrupt digital job searching. We haven't launched it yet, but my passion is to see that humans get the opportunity to have choices. And right now, our cyber professionals, and arguably any professional, is not really able to see the jobs that they're qualified for on the marketplace when they're looking. They're not able to see the whole picture of it.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of settling going on, and then settling brings depression and heartache and all these things. And so I see it every day because People are leaving their jobs every 12 to 18 months. I mean, we're a staffing agency. We see what's going on. So I'm going to be launching that data, providing the data. I gave an EQ talk this morning too. I've done 2 talks today. I'm giving an EQ talk at RSA.
For those who don't connect on this,
Yeah,
EQ?
emotional
Yeah.
intelligence.
Yes, emotional intelligence.
Yes.
So again, you know, something that's near and dear to my heart. You know, I work with an organization in Rhode Island called Tech Hire, and the premise of Tech Hire is that people who can do the job should get the job, and they're focused on trying to educate organizations that making the base mandate a 4-year or 6-year or an 8-year degree is maybe not the best way to go about hiring, and that in fact it limits them from incredible talent pools.
For sure.
And so they're doing great work there. I'm thrilled to death to see you guys doing the same thing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if we wanted to learn more about your other company, where do we go?
So CyberSN.com.
And you should see that URL on your screen right now, CyberSN.com. Go and check these guys out. And tell me what you think. I mean, what was the best thing that you saw at the conference this week?
The best thing for me is that my EQ talk was fuller than the tech talks at 8:30 a.m.
Fantastic.
And that says to me, I've been talking now on the circuit, so to speak, for a couple of years on soft skills. So to see the importance level be heard such that people are getting out of bed to go to a talk at 8:30. So extremely inspiring. I'd like to see us have more keynotes around just humans and how we think, feel, and perceive and what's happening in our industry. So hopefully that's next. That's been the best part for me.
That's fantastic. Well, I certainly aspire to a world where gender and degree status is not the measure of whether or not somebody can be employed or should be employed. And I would love to see our industry become far more accessible to women in general. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing.
Pleasure
and thanks for
meeting you.
taking the time to talk to us.
Totally.